Welcome to Aspire Thursdays. Aspire is to direct one's hopes or ambitions toward achieving something. My name is Crystalline Roberts, and I'm your personal development life coach. Hi, and welcome to this edition of Aspire Thursdays. I hope that you're having a phenomenal week. Today we're going to jump right into it, and that's our topic, is jumping or leaping into our dreams and goals. I want to empower you today. I want you to be empowered and encouraged to know that it's totally normal to be afraid of your dreams if they're big enough. If your dreams aren't big enough to scare you, if they aren't big enough that, you kind of almost start shaking in your boots a little bit just thinking about it, then maybe your dreams aren't big enough. It's totally normal to be afraid, but when you have dreams, goals, and visions, you have to learn to go out there and do it afraid, regardless of how your emotions feel, regardless of that nagging, gnawing feeling in the pit of your stomach, regardless of if your heart is beating and feels like it's out of control. That means that you're in the right place to go ahead and pursue whatever it is that you have to do, because your dreams are big enough. So I think back to when I left my career as a dental hygienist. I had been there 15 years, very popular place of employment. A lot of people came there. A lot of people liked it there. Pretty nice place to work, pretty lucrative salary, but I didn't have peace about being there because I had known for a few years that I was supposed to be coaching. I was meant to empower people to do more, to get better. Which is what I essentially did as a dental hygienist. I love to see people get better. I love to see people improve, but it was supposed to be in a different way. I really knew that I was supposed to do it from a personal development or business development aspect. And it's funny, when you dream big enough, your emotions are all over the place. I mean, you're afraid, but then you're also fueled and you're filled. As soon as I knew that it was time to move on, I had a peace that I can't even explain. I knew that it was time. But I also had that gnawing feeling in my stomach, because it's not like I was working this job just something to do in my spare time. I have 5 kids. This job helped to take care of my children and my family and my household, and combined with my husband, it ran things. So this was not like a minor decision to make, whether to leave or not, but I knew that it was time, and I had peace about it. So I had peace. I felt joy because I was going to be doing what I knew that I was put here to do, what I was purposed to do. I felt afraid, definitely. I had fear, those false evidences appearing real. I had all sorts of emotions about it. I can clearly remember I had all sorts of emotions about it. But fear is definitely fear, doubt, worry. They all jump up. They jump up, and they're the loudest noises in our minds, in our heads, in our ears. You think about, well, this is what I've done all this time. Am I able to do anything else? Your profession a lot of times becomes part of your identity. So if you leave it, where does that leave you? What does that mean? But at the same time, like I said, I had this peace, this joy, this idea of fulfillment that for me was worth letting it all go and trying it out and praying and believing that it was going to succeed, that it was going to work. I didn't know how long it was going to take. I didn't know everything that was going to happen in between. I didn't have a very straight, clear path of exactly how to do each thing, but I knew the ultimate goal of what I was supposed to do. And when you're evaluating your dreams, you have to think about that. If you can actually see A to Z for your dream, and you can see every step to take in order, and it goes that way, maybe you're not dreaming big enough. If your dream doesn't make you have a headache sometimes, if it doesn't keep you up at night, if it doesn't make you afraid at some point, then your dream's probably not big enough. You're probably working on a goal, maybe a smaller goal that's going to lead to a much bigger goal. So I left my place of employment, my place of security, the place that I had been trading my time for dollars. I left that place so that I could pursue my passion to become an empowerment coach, a personal development coach, a business strategist, to help people get better, to help people have joy and peace and the freedom of time to be able to do the things that they love to do with the people they love when they want to do it and where they choose to do it. That brings me peace. It brings me joy. It brings me happiness. I love it. And I knew that that's what I was put here to do. I absolutely believe that we're created. You're not here by accident. You're not here by some cosmic accident, some coincidence. You were put here with purpose and passion and desire and those things that you care most about. You're supposed to do something with that. Those things that fuel you, that is supposed to be what is your life's work, what you're here to do. Because sometimes we can get caught up and slow things down, and we're looking for that perfect time. Oh, well, once I, finish college, I'm going to do this. Or once I get married, I'm going to do this. Or once I have children, I'm going to do this. And once my kids are out of the house, I'm going to do this. Or once I get my divorce, I'm going to do this. Or once we are financially set, we're going to do this or do that. But number one, you're not promised tomorrow. So today may be your tomorrow. So you need to act now. Don't allow yourself to be paralyzed in fear. You have to do it afraid. And besides that, somebody's waiting on you. Even though we're not perfect and we never will be, your imperfections are perfect for that person who's waiting on your help. So we're all connected. And if I don't pursue my purpose, then I'm holding up somebody else. Yes, they may be able to get a coach from somewhere. Absolutely, there are plenty of coaches. But no other coach can empower the way Crystal Roberts is going to empower, because that's my gift and it was given to me. The same way for you, whatever gift, skill, ability that you have been endowed with, nobody else can be you better than you can. Somebody is waiting, a whole lot of somebodies are waiting on you to step out, to step outside of your fear. The fear is not going to go anywhere. It's not going away. But you just have to remember that you have to do it afraid. Don't let the fear paralyze you. Accept the fact that it's going to be there. It's going to be a chatter at the back of your mind, but that's where it needs to stay. And you have to move forward anyway. Take that leap, take that jump, do it afraid. Don't be concerned about your imperfections, because your imperfections are here, but they're perfect for the person that needs you and the person that's waiting on you. So don't worry about that, because the thing is, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's really not about our gifts. Our gifts aren't for us. Our gifts are for the other people that we're supposed to feel. So think about them. Think about that person that's out there that's waiting on you to start that catering business, that event planning company, that lawn service. There's somebody who's waiting on you. The idea is there. They need a mechanic. They need a barber. They need a financial coach. They need all sorts of people. We edify each other. We build each other up. We're dependent on one another. We're all connected. So somebody, I guarantee you, is waiting for you to stop being afraid, or better yet, stop allowing your fear to paralyze you, making you so afraid that you won't even make a move. It's all about taking one step at a time, just one step at a time. That makes all the difference. You take one step today, you take another step tomorrow, you take another step. And by the time you realize it, a month's gone by, 2 months, 6 months, a year has gone by. And you'll be looking back on this moment before you even started and say, oh my goodness, I really have made progress. I really have moved. I really have done something. I'm touching people. I'm helping other people. I'm changing lives. And it's a very blessed place to be able to edify somebody else. So I encourage you today to do what my favorite book says do. Be strong and courageous. Move forward. You were put here to lead people. There's a group of people that are waiting for you to lead. They're waiting for you to move out of your own way, to let go of old mindsets. They're waiting on you to realize that fear is just false evidences appearing real. It's not your reality. Your faith is stronger than that. Your faith is greater than that. So I encourage you today, I empower you today to just remind yourself that you are a son or a daughter of the King. You were created with purpose, on purpose, to come here in this earth and do his work. So I encourage you to live your passions on purpose. And if you need help in that area, you want to talk about it, I would love to give you a complimentary consultation. We can have a conversation. I love to hear the desires that other people have, the passions and the dreams and the visions that they've been given, because it's just amazing what we were put here to do. So I hope you've enjoyed this message. Be encouraged, be empowered. Stay tuned next week. Always remember to aspire to go higher, aspire to do your best, because in the end, you win. See you next week.